Welcome back. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of commemorative 50-cent Australian coins, special editions minted to celebrate national milestones, cultural icons, and unforgettable events. While many of these coins are widely distributed, a select few are rare, beautifully designed, and now worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on their year, condition, and scarcity. So if you've ever wondered whether that unusual 50-cent piece in your drawer might be a hidden gem, now's your chance to find out. Let's get started with the top 5 most valuable commemorative 50 cents Australian coins. Let's get started. First up, the Millennium Year 2000 Australian 50-cent commemorative coin. This coin holds a unique place in our nation's currency, not just for its stunning design and symbolism, but for the powerful message it delivered at the turn of a new century. Even in dirty or well-used condition, this coin commands attention in the collector's market. It's not just metal. It's a moment in time, a piece of national pride, and a fast-appreciating collectible that continues to impress collectors and investors alike. The year 2000 marked more than just the beginning of a new decade. It was the start of a new millennium. Around the world, people celebrated the symbolic transition into the 21st century, and Australia was no exception. To honor this monumental moment in global and national history, the Royal Australian Mint issued a special Millennium 50-cent coin, creating a permanent numismatic tribute to this milestone. This coin was not just another addition to circulation. It was a celebration of Australia's past, present, and future, captured in a design that spoke directly to the spirit of unity, reflection, and progress. That's why the Millennium coin remains so sought after today. It's a powerful time capsule, treasured by collectors and admired for its cultural depth. What makes this coin stand out is its incredible design, bold, meaningful, and full of symbolism. On the reverse, we see an artistic rendering of stylized figures forming a chain, representing humanity's shared journey into the new millennium. These interconnected shapes create a sense of unity and evolution, framed by the words Millennium Year 2000 and the denomination 50 cents. The reverse is a true artistic departure from the traditional coat of arms. It's contemporary, visionary, and emotionally rich. On the obverse, the coin retains the regal image of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley, which was the standard portrait of the era and reflects continuity through change. In any condition, even when dirt and age leave their mark, the design remains striking, meaningful, and full of collector appeal. When we talk about rarity, the Millennium 2000 50-cent coin instantly earns a spot in the spotlight. While it entered circulation, its distribution was carefully limited, and its distinctive design meant that many people chose to keep it rather than spend it. Over time, that led to a dwindling number of high-quality examples in general circulation. And now, even in dirty or heavily circulated condition, collectors are actively pursuing this coin to complete Millennium-themed sets or to hold a piece of commemorative history that continues to gain traction in the market. The beauty of this coin is that condition doesn't cancel demand. In fact, its symbolism and significance still shine through, making every copy desirable. In today's active collector market, the Millennium 2000 50-cent coin is proving itself as a true value performer. Depending on condition, coins range from $10 to $60 Australian, and sometimes more for well-preserved or graded examples. But even in circulated or dirty condition, these coins continue to sell because of the powerful meaning attached to them. Collectors understand that the coin represents a once-in-a-lifetime era change, something that no other modern coin in circulation can replicate. With increased interest in Millennium memorabilia and milestone collectibles, this coin is climbing the ranks as a must-have in any serious Australian collection. For collectors who already own a Millennium coin or are hunting one down, here are a few simple yet powerful tips. First, never underestimate the long-term value of this piece, no matter its surface condition. If you do have one in dirty condition, resist the urge to clean it. Seasoned collectors value originality more than artificial shine. Instead, protect it in a soft flip or capsule and keep it stored in a cool, dry environment. If you're purchasing one, look closely for detail preservation in the reverse figures and the Queen's portrait. Those features signal stronger collector appeal. And remember, Owning any Millennium 50-cent coin is like owning a piece of history. Demand will only grow as fewer examples survive the passage of time. In conclusion, the Australian Millennium Year 2050-cent coin is one of the most meaningful, visually compelling, and emotionally rich coins in the entire decimal series. It represents a new chapter, a fresh era, and a collective national and global memory, all captured in metal and circulated among everyday Australians. Even in dirty or circulated condition, this coin holds real value, both financially and symbolically. It is a reflection of where we've been and where we're going. And today, it's gaining power in the collector's market as a timeless piece of 21st century numismatic legacy. Whether you're investing, collecting, or simply fascinated by history in your hands, the Millennium 2000 coin is more than just 50 cents. It's a milestone, a memory, and a treasure destined to grow in value. Next up, the 2007 Australian 50-cent coin, a coin that may look like everyday change, but could be a fortune waiting to be discovered, especially in very fine condition. From its bold design to hidden minting secrets and rising collector demand, this is one coin that could turn your casual collection into $1 million revelation. Let's set the stage. The year was 2007, a time of transition and quiet evolution in Australian currency. The Royal Australian Mint continued to produce the iconic 50-cent coin, the largest standard circulation coin in the country, both in physical size and cultural presence. While no special commemorative design was issued that year, the 2007 edition stands out for one powerful reason. It's the sleeper hit of modern Australian decimal coins. Unassuming on the surface, but beneath that 12-sided shield lies a storm of collector interest and potential hidden rarities that are now coming into sharp focus. The design of the 2007 50-cent coin follows the timeless standard that has become an icon of Australia's decimal era. On the reverse side, it features the striking Australian coat of arms, designed by the renowned Stuart Devlin. At the center is the Commonwealth shield, flanked by the proud kangaroo and emu, symbols of forward movement, unity, and national strength. Above it rests a 7-pointed Commonwealth star, while below and around it curl intricate flourishes and heraldic elements. The level of detail here is astonishing. Each starburst, feather, and flourish crisply rendered into metal, reflecting Australia's identity and federation with bold elegance. On the obverse, we find the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley, known for its realism and deeper relief. The Queen is depicted with dignity and maturity, framed by the text, Elizabeth II Australia 2007, a powerful symbol of continuity and legacy. In terms of specifications, the 2007 Australian 50-cent coin is a hefty and commanding piece of currency. It is dodecagonal, 12-sided, weighing in at 15.55 grams, with a diameter of 31.65 millimeters, struck in copper-nickel, an alloy of 75% copper and 25% nickel. It has a silvery tone that develops unique patina over time. In very fine condition, these coins retain much of their original luster, with strong detail across both the Queen's portrait and the shield design. Minor circulation marks may be present, but the coin's structural integrity remains sharp. These are the coins that collectors seek, those that tell a story of age and authenticity without losing their original brilliance. Now here's the twist. Most people overlook the 2007 50-cent coin because it wasn't a commemorative year. But that's exactly what makes it valuable. With fewer people hoarding it at the time, many of the 2007 coins entered circulation and were heavily used. As a result, finding examples in very fine or extremely fine condition is becoming harder. What's more, this year is known to have produced several striking errors, including off-center strikes, double rims, weak strikes, and even reported die rotations. These error coins are now surfacing in coin shows and auctions, and when authenticated, are fetching hundreds, even thousands of dollars. Let's talk market value. A regular 2007 50-cent coin in circulated condition might fetch between $1 and $3 Australian dollars, depending on wear and toning. However, in very fine condition, the value jumps to $10 to $25 Australian dollars, especially for clean examples with strong edge definition and minimal wear. If your coin shows any kind of minting anomaly, values can increase dramatically. Verified error coins from 2007 have been reported to sell for $300, $600, even over 1,000 Australian dollars at auction, especially when accompanied by professional grading certification. And with demand rising, the market for rare errors and preserved coins is heating up like never before. What's fueling this surge in interest? A new wave of young collectors, digital auction houses, and the global push toward investing in physical assets like coins has created a perfect storm. Collectors are realizing that many of the most valuable coins are hiding in plain sight. Everyday change with subtle differences, hidden errors, or low survival quality. And because the 2007 50-cent coin looks like any other, it has been mostly ignored until now. That's what gives it massive upside, undervalued, underappreciated, and increasingly rare and high grade. So what should you look for in your own 2007 50-cent coins? First, inspect the condition. You want strong relief in the queen's hair and tiara, detailed emu and kangaroo features, and no flat spots on the Commonwealth shield. Check for any doubling, misalignment, or rim anomalies, even subtle ones. And if your coin has a strange tone, weak strike, or any edge inconsistencies, it might be a rare mint error worth a fortune. Even if it appears normal, if it's in very fine condition or better, it's worth holding on to or even sending for professional appraisal. In conclusion, the 2007 Australian 50-cent coin might seem like ordinary silver-toned pocket change, but it carries with it a hidden spark of wealth, history, and prestige. Its iconic design, strong metal composition, and error rarity have elevated it from everyday currency to a sleeper hit in modern numismatics. And for those lucky enough to find one in top condition, or better yet, with a rare error, this could be the coin that transforms your curiosity into a $1 million discovery. So check your drawers. Flip those jars. Because the next time you hold a 2007 50-cent coin, you might just be holding the silver crown of your future fortune. Next up, the 1999 Australian 50-cent coin. A coin that many have overlooked, passed around, or left lying in change jars for decades, not knowing that under the right conditions, this everyday silver piece could be your path to fortune. In excellent condition, and with the right traits, or even errors, this coin has now entered the spotlight as one of the most exciting 50-cent discoveries in modern Australian numismatics. So sit back, because what you're about to learn may just make you look at your change with a whole new set of eyes. Let's begin with the moment in time, 1999. It was the final year of the 20th century, and Australia was marching proudly toward the new millennium. In the world of currency, the Royal Australian Mint continued to produce its standard coins with quiet consistency. No fanfare, no commemoratives for the 50 cent that year, just the classic, iconic version bearing the Australian coat of arms. And that's what makes this coin so fascinating. Because it didn't make headlines or get hoarded at the time, millions entered circulation, and now, finding one in excellent condition is not just difficult, it's a rare event. And in the world of coin collecting, rarity combined with condition can mean serious value. The design of the 1999 Australian 50-cent coin remains one of the most beloved and artistically powerful representations of national identity. On the reverse, designed by the legendary Stuart Devlin, you'll find the Commonwealth coat of arms in breathtaking detail. A crown shield at the center, 6 sections representing the 6 states of Australia, and flanked by the kangaroo and emu, the 2 animals that cannot walk backward, symbols of progress and strength. Above it rests the 7-pointed Commonwealth star, and beneath it curls a decorative flourish of national pride. The engraving is sharp, noble, and deeply meaningful. On the obverse, the regal portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, by Ian Rank Broadley, stares forward with poise and maturity, a symbol of stability in a changing world. The inscriptions Elizabeth II Australia 1999 form a complete and elegant frame. From a specification standpoint, the coin has all the traits of a currency built to last. It is large, dodecagonal, 12-sided, with a diameter of 31.65 millimeters and a weight of 15.55 grams. It's struck in copper nickel, a durable alloy of 75% copper and 25% nickel, giving it a distinct silver tone. In excellent condition, this coin sparkles with its original brilliance. The high points of the coat of arms remain intact. The Queen's tiara, hair, and facial features are crisp, and the edges are sharp and clean. This is no ordinary pocket coin. This is a survivor, a pristine, high-grade specimen that collectors dream of finding. Now here comes the exciting part, the market value and demand. While the 1999 50-cent coin had a healthy mintage of over 22 million, the number of coins still in excellent condition today is shockingly low. Most were used daily, scraped, worn, and tossed into oblivion. Those that survive with original luster and minimal contact marks are instantly desirable to collectors building full-date sets or focusing on late 20th century Australian coinage. A circulated 1999 coin might fetch $1 to $3 Australian, but one in excellent condition, especially when uncirculated or nearly so, can sell for $10 to $30 Australian on collector markets. If the coin has proof-like qualities or is struck from a high-pressure die with extra sharpness, it could reach $50 Australian or more. But wait, there's more. What really changes the game are the error coins. Several die clash, off-center strikes, and double rim errors have been reported from 1999 coins. These errors are like gold to collectors. They're rare, hard to duplicate, and represent moments when the mint process faltered in fascinating ways. A confirmed 1999 50-cent with a dramatic minting error can skyrocket in value, up to hundreds, even thousands of dollars, especially when graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. And just like that, your coin can go from pocket change to life-changing currency. So why is demand growing now, after all these years? The answer lies in a new wave of collectors and investors, both in Australia and globally, who are looking back at the final years of the 20th century as a defining moment. Coins like the 1999 50-cent, with their classic designs and overlooked rarity, are now viewed as investment-grade assets. Their physical, tangible history with the potential to rise in value as time passes. And once collectors realize how few 1999 coins survive in pristine condition, demand naturally spikes, and so does price. If you think you might have a 1999 50-cent coin in excellent condition, check it carefully. Look at the surfaces under strong lighting. Can you see full detail in the Queen's hair and the kangaroo's fur? Are the edges crisp and the shield clear? Is the luster still visible when you tilt the coin in light? If so, you could be holding a high-grade specimen worth far more than face value. And if you notice any striking abnormalities or unique features, get it appraised, because that could be your ticket to a rare coin jackpot. In conclusion, the 1999 Australian 50-cent coin may not carry a flashy commemorative design, but it holds something far more valuable: stealth rarity, timeless design, and the kind of condition-based demand that can turn a quiet coin into a loud success. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just now checking your old coin jars, don't overlook this beauty, because one well-preserved 1999 coin, especially with a minting error, might just be your silver key to a golden future. Next up, the 2006 Australian 50-cent coin, even in circulated condition, is gaining attention for its stunning design, error variations, and rising demand. So don't blink, because what seems like common change could be your once-in-a-lifetime discovery. Let's rewind to 2006, a year of digital breakthroughs and economic boom in Australia. The Royal Australian Mint continued its tradition of minting the standard 50-cent coin, proudly featuring one of the nation's most powerful symbols. While the year didn't produce a commemorative design, the 2006 coin stayed true to the timeless iconography that collectors around the world respect and admire. But herein lies the secret. Because it wasn't commemorative, people didn't hoard them. They used them. They spent them. And now, in the world of numismatics, that means the coins that survived in clean, uncorrupted condition are extremely hard to find, and that gives them hidden value. Let's take a closer look at this piece of history. The reverse side, designed by the legendary Stuart Devlin, features the Australian coat of arms. At its heart sits the Commonwealth Shield, divided into 6 sections to represent each Australian state, and flanked proudly by the emu and kangaroo, symbols of forward movement, progress, and national unity. Crowned above is the 7-pointed Federation Star, representing the unity of all states and territories. It's not just a coin, it's a declaration of identity. On the obverse, we see the well-known effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley, known for its depth, detail, and realism. Her mature likeness, framed by the inscription Elizabeth II Australia 2006, reflects both the history and dignity of the Commonwealth. From a technical standpoint, the coin is a solid, majestic piece. It is dodecagonal, or 12-sided, a uniquely Australian shape that sets it apart visually and tactically. It weighs 15.55 grams, has a diameter of 31.65 millimeters, and is struck in copper nickel, a durable mix of 75% copper and 25% nickel that gives the coin its silver sheen and strength against wear. In circulated condition, you may see signs of its journey: light scratching, minor dings, a loss of mint luster. But many of these coins still retain their full design clarity, especially around the Queen's hair and the coat of arms central shield. These are the coins that savvy collectors target, while circulated, but still visibly beautiful and structurally intact. Now to the question burning in every collector's mind: what is it worth? A standard 2006 50-cent coin in average circulated condition may sell for $1 to $3 Australian, depending on eye appeal. But here's where the stakes rise. Coins that fall into the higher end of circulated condition, with minimal wear and nearly full design detail, can fetch $5 to $10 Australian or more on collector markets. And when you factor in error coins, you're suddenly dealing with a different beast entirely. Yes, 2006 error coins exist, and they are becoming increasingly sought after. We're talking die clashes, double strikes, off-center misalignments, and even the ultra-rare rotation errors, where the obverse and reverse designs are misaligned. These anomalies, when confirmed by professionals and preserved, can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. One rare misstrike sold at auction for over $1,500 Australian, and experts believe there are more out there, waiting to be found in ordinary change. That's right, the kind of change you might find at the bottom of a glove box or inside an old piggy bank could contain a coin worth thousands. So why is the 2006 Australian 50-cent coin suddenly in demand? It's the perfect storm: low survivor count and high grade, overlooked status as a non-commemorative year, and the rise of error coin hunters scouring through change across Australia. And now, collectors from the United States, Europe, and Asia are entering the Australian market, driving up demand and tightening supply. Coins like this are no longer just collectibles. They are becoming investable assets, with real-world value that can appreciate over time. What should you look for? Examine your 2006 coins closely. In circulated condition, check for strong outlines in the kangaroo and emu, well-defined lines on the shield, and the Queen's portrait without flattening or smudging. Then check the rims. Are they perfectly aligned? Are there any off-center strikes, ghosting, or rim doubling? If yes, your coin may be more than a lucky find. It might be a numismatic jackpot. In conclusion, the 2006 Australian 50-cent coin may look like everyday currency, but it holds a legacy of national pride, timeless design, and, most importantly, a secret value that could explode at any time. Whether you're a collector, investor, or casual enthusiast, now is the time to dig through your change. Because that one coin, seemingly worn and spent, could hold the financial surprise of your life. In a world where hidden value is everything, sometimes the greatest treasures are the ones we almost forget. Next up, the 2005 Australian 50-cent World War II remembrance coin, issued to honor the brave souls of 1939 to 1945, and now, 2 decades later, this coin has transformed into one of the most valuable commemoratives that could turn your simple coin stash into a $1 million story. The year was 2005, and Australia was preparing to mark the 60th anniversary of the end of World War II. This wasn't just another coin, it was a tribute, a metallic monument in every citizen's pocket. Issued by the Royal Australian Mint, this 50-cent piece was more than currency. It was a symbol of national gratitude, and its release was part of a broader commemorative program that reached into the hearts of Australians everywhere. This coin, now rare in pristine form, continues to gain serious traction in numismatic circles across the globe. Let's talk about its breathtaking design. On the reverse, the coin features a unique and hauntingly beautiful eternal flame, flickering against the silhouette of a war memorial and flanked by sprays of rosemary, a plant long associated with remembrance. Above, the text reads, World War 1939 to 1945 in bold lettering, while underneath rests the word remembrance, giving the coin its solemn yet powerful presence. The flame itself is rendered in such exquisite detail that in excellent condition, it glows with a lifelike shimmer, especially under soft light. Designed to evoke emotion and reverence, this coin doesn't just represent a moment. It carries an entire generation's sacrifice within its design. On the obverse, the coin bears the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley. This portrait of the Queen, used from 1999 to 2019, shows Her Majesty in a mature, commanding profile, crowned with the girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. The inscriptions, Elizabeth II Australia 2005, frame the design in perfect symmetry. Now for the specifications. This coin, like all standard 50-cent pieces, is dodecagonal, 12-sided, making it uniquely tactile and distinctly Australian. It weighs 15.55 grams, measures 31.65 millimeters in diameter, and is struck in durable copper-nickel, a resilient blend of 75% copper and 25% nickel. In excellent condition, this coin shines with a brilliant silvery glow and the depth of the design elements, especially the eternal flame and rosemary branches, remain bold and sharp. These are the examples that serious collectors are chasing. And with each passing year, fewer of these coins survive in such pristine condition. But what about the value? Here's where the story gets electric. In circulated condition, this coin might sell for $2 to $8 Australian dollars, depending on general wear. However, in excellent condition, with sharp edges, lustrous finish, and full design clarity, this coin consistently commands $30 to $100 Australian dollars in online marketplaces and coin shows. But we're not stopping there. The real fortune lies in low mintage, error versions, and professionally graded coins. Proof strike editions, off-center errors, or coins with die rotation flaws have already sold for hundreds, and in some cases thousands of dollars, especially when slabbed and certified by services like PCGS or NGC. And as the coin edges closer to vintage status, values are only expected to climb. What's fueling this demand? It's a perfect storm. The coin connects emotionally with Australians due to its World War II tribute. It has limited circulation, high symbolic meaning, and a design that collectors across the world admire. On top of that, younger generations are now entering the coin collecting world, bringing new energy and international attention to modern Australian commemorative coins. And let's be clear, this isn't a coin that's being made again. It's finite. What's out there now is all there ever will be. And that's exactly why the 2005 World War II Remembrance 50-cent coin has the DNA of a millionaire maker. So what should you do? First, check your collection carefully. Look for sharp relief, smooth edges, no visible damage, and retained luster. If your coin has minimal contact marks and strong detail in both the flame and queen's portrait, you may already be holding a high-value example. And if you spot an error, whether it's a rim cud, die crack, or off-strike, it could be time to send it for grading, because that could be the difference between $30 and $30,000. In conclusion, the 2005 Australian 50-cent World War II Remembrance coin is more than money. It is memory cast in metal, a tribute forged in national pride, and a future fortune hiding in plain sight. For those lucky enough to have one in excellent condition, especially with an error or rarity, this coin may well become your silver shield of prosperity, your once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to turn heritage into wealth. So check your change, dig into that old coin jar, and shine a light on every 2005 50-cent piece you find. Because that eternal flame on the coin, it could be lighting the path to your million-dollar miracle.